I kicked my boyfriend out for demanding my dog sleep on the floor. My dog Nina is everything to me. I found her and her brother when they were barely 2 weeks old, abandoned in a box behind a grocery store. Her brother didn't make it, but Nina fought so hard to survive that I've spoiled her ever since. She's 12 now and has slept in my bed every single night for over a decade. She sits on my couch, eats from her bowl in the kitchen, and basically runs my house, and I'm perfectly fine with that. My boyfriend Jake and I have been dating for 8 months. He still lives with his mom, which is normal in our culture, but lately it's been a nightmare for him. His sister moved back in with her 3 kids after her divorce, and now Jake's bedroom is basically a closet. He's been dropping hints about moving in with me for weeks. Every time he comes over, he complains about something Nina does, like how she takes up too much space on the couch, or how she leaves hair everywhere, or how she barks at the mailman. Last weekend, he wanted to sleep over and demanded I make Nina sleep on the living room couch instead of our bed. I told him absolutely not. Nina has slept next to me every night since she was a puppy. If he didn't like it, he could go home. He got all huffy and said I cared more about a dog than my relationship. I told him he was right and he could deal with it or leave. Friday night, I was watching Netflix with Nina, curled up next to me when Jake showed up at my door. He had 2 suitcases, a backpack, and his gaming setup in his car. He walks in like he owns the place and goes, "Good news, babe. I'm moving in. Got in a huge fight with my sister's kids and I'm done living there." I just stared at him. "Excuse me? You didn't even ask if you could move in." He started unpacking his stuff right there in my living room. "We've been dating 8 months. It's time. Besides, you have plenty of space here." Then he looks at Nina, who's watching this whole thing from the couch, and goes, "But we need to set some ground rules. The dog sleeps on the floor from now on, and she's not allowed on any furniture. I'm not living in a house where animals are on everything." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "Nina lives here. You don't. And she's not sleeping on the floor." Jake laughed like I was joking. "Come on, be serious. I'm paying half the rent now, so I get a say in how things work. The dog can adapt." That's when I lost it. "You're not paying anything because you're not moving in. Get your stuff and get out." His whole attitude changed. He started yelling about how I was being unreasonable, how most girlfriends would be excited about living together, how I was choosing a dog over a human being. I just stood there watching him have his tantrum while Nina stayed perfectly calm on her couch. When he finally stopped screaming, I said, "Are you done? Because Nina and I have a movie to finish." Jake grabbed his stuff and stormed out, slamming my door so hard it shook the walls. About an hour later, my phone started blowing up with texts from some hotel downtown. "This is costing me $120 a night because you're being selfish. You're the worst girlfriend ever. I can't believe you picked a dog over your relationship." I texted back, "Get your own apartment and we'll talk. Until then, Nina and I are perfectly happy without you." He's still texting me from that hotel 3 days later, getting more desperate each day. Apparently, he's spent almost $400 on hotel rooms because he refuses to go back to his mom's house or find his own place. My friends are split. Half think I'm crazy for choosing my dog over my boyfriend. The other half think Jake's an idiot for thinking he could just show up and change everything. But honestly, Nina has been loyal to me for 12 years. Jake couldn't even ask permission before trying to move in.